Death is irreversible.
Welcome to WatchMojoUK, and today we're looking at 10 of the most frightening things to have been broadcast live, primarily in the UK.
Is that you making that noise? If you're making that scratching noise, can you do it again, please?
Anything with animals. I'm a celebrity, get me out of here.
Here comes the first critter dump.
The trials on I'm a Celebrity wouldn't be anywhere near as entertaining or challenging if they weren't so scary. Physical trials can affect anyone with a fear of heights, but any involving animals are arguably much worse.
1 minute gone, that's your first star.
Well done.
Here comes the second critter dump now for your second minute.
They love to scare the celebrities, and by extension, the viewers at home, presenting them with large snakes, spiders, crocodiles, and any and all creepy crawlies.
20 scorpions have gone in. Why not?
They've never really been in danger, but it's easy to let fear get the better of you when you're in a challenge that involves hundreds, if not thousands, of insects being poured into a fishbowl around your head.
And here come 15 large spiders.
Max Headroom. This signal interruption happened in Chicago, but we're counting it on our UK-centric list for two reasons. Firstly, because Max Headroom is a British character, originally created for Channel 4. And secondly, because the intrusion came during an American broadcast of Doctor Who.
Because he's a freaking nerd.
Though it's easy to dismiss signal hijacks like these as something silly, especially when they dress up in a bizarre outfit, mock local TV personalities, and behave very inappropriately, there's always something a bit sinister about them.
Oh, Jesus.
The fact TV can be interrupted like this is disturbing, as is the fact that the culprit was never caught. Haunted doll. This morning. This doll appeared live on This Morning more than once, and surely started to appear in Eamon and Ruth's nightmares.
You could have just scratched yourself in the night, couldn't you? People do that.
I've got any
He
nails.
puts his nails to the skin.
Okay.
Getting frightened and regaled with stories about people being attacked by poltergeists in the night isn't necessarily what you expect from daytime television, and if you're particularly disturbed by this type of thing, you might have had to change the channel.
That necklace that's on her was right round her neck. It was really tight, about 5 or 6 times.
The doll later came back, having attacked even more people, and that time they actually had a psychic on, along with the UK's most famous ghost hunter, Yvette Fielding.
So
Yeah.
do you believe that this doll has done that?
Yes, I do, because I've been scratched over the past week or 8 days that I've had the doll.
Where?
As well as the scratching, furniture in the studio and at the ghost's home began to move. Kate McCann faints. In July 2022, all eyes were on the UK following Boris Johnson's resignation and the chaotic leadership race that followed. But nobody expected this to happen during a live television debate with the Tory hopefuls on Talk TV. It was a head-to-head between Truss and Sunak, but then the debate's host, Kate McCann, collapsed.
I want to have a fair campaign.
The audience didn't see what happened, but heard the crash, and saw Truss's shocked reaction as she went to go see if McCann was all right. The debate ended afterwards.
But then,
Thankfully, McCann was fine, but it's always scary to see someone faint, since you have no idea what could be wrong, or how serious it might be.
As the leadership hopefuls chatted to Sun readers, Talk TV apologised, saying Kate McCann was fine, but medical advice was that they shouldn't continue.
Ghost at the funeral.
With 25 million in the UK alone watching yesterday's events unfold on TV.
This strange occurrence happened during ITV's live coverage of the funeral of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II, as the coffin was driven through London on the final leg of its journey.
That death is irreversible.
But if you were listening closely, you'd have heard a woman's voice say the words, "Death is irreversible," and the fact that she's trapped. The audio cut out, and many viewers were quick to blame the paranormal.
As you can see here in London, it is a lovely day, and as the hearse heads out into West London...
Some even suggested the voice was the late Princess Diana making her feelings known. It was actually just somebody else in the ITV studio not realizing they were audible on microphone. But if you heard it live, it will have sent a chill down your spine. Give it a whirl. The Late Breakfast Show. Watching stunts can be scary, but you're always safe with the knowledge that they are performed safely by professionals. But safety standards aren't always followed, as evidenced by some of the harrowing stunts shown on this Saturday night programme.
Oh, a bit of a coward. He's coming up to the rat now. He's going very, very fast indeed. Very fast.
One stuntman, Richard Smith, narrowly avoided losing his life in a horrific car accident that was shown live.
Well, obviously we'll keep you posted as to exactly what happened with that attempt. It certainly looked remarkably frightening. From the pictures I can see, they're sorting him out. We'll keep you posted as to what happens.
The show continued for over 3 years after this incident, but nothing seemed to have changed, as a volunteer named Michael Lush died during another dangerous rehearsal.
Because of the tragic accident involving Michael Lush while preparing for tonight's edition of the Late Breakfast Show, the BBC has decided to cancel this and all further editions of the programme.
The show was cancelled as a result, and the BBC found itself prosecuted. If it had followed health and safety rules after Smith's crash, Lush likely would never have died. Ghostwatch.
The programme you're about to watch is a unique live investigation of the supernatural. It contains material which some viewers may find to be disturbing.
Contrary to the belief of many people who were watching it at the time, Ghostwatch wasn't broadcast live, but it did have all the airs of being live, with lots of people who missed the opening disclaimer not realizing that what they were watching was a work of fiction. The frightening ghosts, injured television presenters, and perceived child endangerment got the whole country talking. It was all stagecraft and special effects. People were horrified in their belief that it really was happening in a seemingly ordinary house, right in front of their eyes, and that people were genuinely being hurt.
Just in the last few minutes, a young lady very distressed in response to something that we showed earlier on, and she's hung up before we've had a chance to talk to her. So
it's never been rebroadcast on British television. Vill on. Another signal hijack, this one did strike the UK back in 1977. Southern Television found itself broken into on the 26th of November that year, just after 5 o'clock. Unlike other signal hijacks, this went on for quite a while, with Southern Television unable to regain control of the broadcaster until the hijacker had gotten their whole message out.
Speaking to you. For many years you have seen us as lights in the stars.
This message consisted of an announcement that they were an alien named Vrillon, who'd come to preach New Age ideas about peace. Like Max Headroom, the hijacker has never been caught, though investigators said they must have been someone very knowledgeable to perpetrate the intrusion. But there are still some people out there who believe the voice really was an alien visitor. Most Haunted Live. The show that made Yvette Fielding a household name, that is, if you weren't of the generation who watched her on Blue Peter. Most Haunted has given us plenty of scares over the years.
Many people have the experience of feeling like they're being strangled, and they also hear whispering.
For a while in the 2000s, it was so big that it had annual Halloween live events, where viewers could watch night vision webcams at home and write in if they saw anything strange.
Our return to Lancashire's Pendle Hill had so far only touched on the chaotic torment that we'd previously suffered on a live investigation.
The electric atmosphere on those nights made for a terrifying experience for the ghost hunters themselves and audiences at home.
Is she a witch? What was that?
Scratching.
That was scratches.
They never did conclusively prove the existence of ghosts, but staying overnight at Pendle Hill, live on TV, will scare the wits out of anyone.
We publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos.
Russian roulette.
Tonight I shall play Russian roulette, live in this barn behind me. One gun, one bullet, and every intention of being alive at the end of the show.
In 2003, you couldn't get away from Darren Brown. This stunt, performed one night on Channel 4, remains his most notorious escapade, however, as he played Russian roulette live on television with a real revolver. It was shocking to witness, though Channel 4 didn't send it out completely live. It was airing 15 minutes behind the real-life events, just in case Brown's trick went wrong, so that the public wouldn't see it happen.
Place the gun on the table for me. All right.
It went as planned, but was still very unsettling to watch. It was never revealed that Brown was using blank rounds, but as many pointed out, the impact from a blank at such close range could still cause a devastating and potentially lethal injury. Let us know in the comments if you saw any of these events when they were broadcast live.
Please make this glass move as a sign of yes that you are...
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from WatchMojoUK and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.